time.
Welcome back to a future that's connected to the past or some shit. I don't know. We need to return to Teelan's lab.
You're getting so many damn pawn specters now. It's like, I think any second they're gonna bring out a whistle and start throwing them at enemies.
Didn't you already make that joke?
Yeah, but now it's becoming increasingly more relevant.
I can't remember if you actually made that joke during recording or if you said it after we stopped the last recording. This guy holding this shield here and whatnot reminds me of something. Do you know, in the files of the Wii version of Xenoblade 1, they found an unused character that looked like he was going to be a party member.
Huh.
Lambert was his name, according to the files. He was a sword and shield wielder.
Oh.
Now, nobody knows if Lambert was basically Proto-Rhine or if he was, like, going to be a completely different character, or if he was just, like... Or if he was, like, the character version of the Bionic Shoulder, just, you know, made for, like, beta testing out their ideas for combat and stuff, and not really meant to be in the final product. Who knows what Lambert would have been, Bert? However, we didn't get a sword and shield wield until Hugo in Torna. So maybe Hugo is what Lambert would have been.
Yeah.
I really wish this door would open, but no, you gotta go through this tiny little thing. And the funny thing is, in Xenoblade 3, there's like 3 or 4 different character classes that all use sword and shields. One of them's an attacking class. The rest are tank classes. The one that's an attacking class has like a tiny little pot lid for a shield.
Now you shall witness our power. Witness true power of Hero Born in Training.
Now you will witness our power. Witness true power of Hero Pun in Training.
Fog Beasts! Fog Beast surges! Fog Beasts are more powerful than their regular monster equivalents. In addition to that, they also spread a riot surge in a set radius around themselves, drawing in the nearby monsters. Enemies who come under the effect of the surge will become aggressive towards Shulk and the party. Additionally, these enemies will be affected by the riot aura, increasing their level based on the strength of the Fog Beast.
Huh.
Reflection map.
Warm and cozy. Your will to battle is burning bright.
Well, for this big old dangerous fog beast, that quad wing put us to sleep.
Oh god.
Thank you for the healy heals. Look alive! That was one of the Pawn Specters. Yes, the Pawn Specters have battle quotes.
Let's go! I'm feeling it!
Wanted shock to feel like something
Backslash!
Let us move in for the kill. Ancient spirit of ice to me!
However, the frenzied monsters around here are still
Raring to enter the fray. Beat enemy king.
frenzied.
To see life outside my world is not easy.
Cool! Let's keep this up!
Kino plus sidekicks are non-defeatable.
Well, that wasn't so hard, now was it? Maybe we'll find some more foggers around.
Meet the foggers.
I could never get into Fogger. Always trying to cross the street and not get run over by a mechon. Yeah, you best be praying to your non-existent god, Caterpile. You know why he doesn't exist? Because we killed him.
Your god is dead. Long live Caterpile Satan.
Witness true power of hero born in training.
Stream in! Alright, I'm feeling it!
And...
Manifest yourselves.
Look alive!
It'll fly.
Watch out!
Watch out!
Step on specters. Your kingdom's my power. This ready.
Great attack!
Just remember, it's Kino who will be hero born. Things are going to plan.
Let's try heal.
Pulse specters, remind to let out.
We need a Find trigger! One second Can you even through kitchen sink?
Witness my true power. Hey, we now have realized our true power.
Nice job!
Winning just comes natural to Kino.
I definitely want to search out these fog beasts because they drop art coins. And art coins are used to buy art books.
And art books are used.
To level my arts to levels past 7. To get my art levels up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Oh, chill out. Regenerate. Oh, you know one thing that Final Fantasy XII has that would be almost completely useless in a Xenoblade game?
What?
They have traps on the ground that explode when you walk over them
Huh.
and deal damage to your characters. These would be useless in Xenoblade because it'd be like, I triggered a trap, okay, I'll just stand here for... Again, I'm healed. That, or I could just... Or if I could see the trap, I could be like, well, there, trap avoided.
The only way that a trap would work in Xenoblade is if it immediately sent you into a battle after it was activated. It's like,
Well,
oh!
I mean, that actually can happen.
But I mean, like, the trap activates, you take damage, and... Oh, there's an enemy! Like, what? What? Oh, it looks like you're not starting the battle with full health. Too bad.
Well, then I'll just heal it off with a healing art. You know, since I don't have to pay MP for those.
Yeah.
Though, in FF12's credit, you get MP back from, like... You get MP back just from walking, and then depending on what licenses your characters have, you can get MP back from taking damage, from MP back from dealing physical damage, MP back from dealing magical damage, MP back from killing an enemy,
Wow.
On that one, though, it only goes to the character that actually got the finishing blow. And then there's zones where there's, like, heavy mist, which I guess you could say that mist is like FF12's version of ether. It's the, like, magical substance that lets them do their magical things.
Right.
That they magically draw upon for their magic. Have I said magic enough?
Magical Trevor is back once again.
Who the fuck is Magical Trevor?
Prepare yourselves. They need to match with Kino.
From the man that brought you...
Solution.
Better.
Oh.
Mushroom.
Enemies! We can definitely do this!
Spear break. Witness my power.
Melia, great attack!
Remember, it's Kino who will be hero born. Things are going to...
Something else I found funny in FF12. There's a status in that game called Immobilize, which is basically the same thing as the Bind status in this game, where the character or enemy affected, like, can't walk, but they can still attack anything in their radius as long as it's within their attack range.
Uh-huh.
Immobilize is considered a time magic in that game. That game kind of almost goes backwards in the way it handles, like, character abilities and whatnot, because you don't get, like, specific character or even specific class abilities for the most part. It's all just, like, different spells, and various character classes can all, like, learn a lot of the same spells. Oh, there's also techniques. Various character classes can all learn the same techniques. And techniques aren't, like, special attacks that... Well, I mean, they are special attacks that look cool, but it's not like your character's doing any, like, cool animations or whatnot. Just weird magical bullshit effects happen, and then stuff happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look much different from casting a spell most of the time. It's not like what you get in this game, where you have very specific animations when using arts.
Yeah.
Choke! Your skill is captivating. Just remember, it's Kino who will be hero born.
Everyone, let's go!
Summon Flare!
You know, it's like, they could have made, like, special, like, sword attacks or whatnot that you would have to buy from a technique shop that requires a special license that they only give to, like, certain character classes or whatever, but they kind of don't.
Yeah.
Instead, characters have something called quickenings, which is akin to that game's, like, limit break system. But whereas limit breaks in other Final Fantasies would usually have some correlation to the character, like Cloud doing a bunch of cool sword moves or whatnot, the quickenings in FF12, well, one character, Fran, has quickenings that look like skills that you would see, like, a martial artist do. So I guess that would make sense if she had the monk job, but if you didn't give her the monk job, then she still gets those quickenings.
Yep.
But, like, for everyone else, it's just like they do magical bullshit, and it doesn't seem to have any correlation with the character or their class or anything, because they're literally character specific. They look cool, but yeah, it's not quite the same as character specific attacks from previous games. It really does feel like things went backwards in a way.
Oh dear. Get up.
Without being an inconvenience. Summon Flare! Flare Impulse! Summon Coat!
Get up and slay some Gogol.
Summon Ice Beam!
We can definitely do
Manifest
this!
yourself!
I was watching a video the other day that someone was talking about the Xenoblade series, and
Choke!
he mentioned, like, you know, Xenoblade games, either famously or infamously, depending on who you ask, have no consumable healing items. I will say, in FF12, sometimes it can be quicker to heal up your party when they do get into a lot of near-death situations, just because you can have, like, multiple members all casting, you know, a cure spell or whatnot that targets multiple characters, all going at once, and then you have potions and what have you, so you don't have to wait for, like, the one member of your party who has healing arts for their healing arts to come off of cooldown. That's like the one thing that makes hunting monsters that are above your level actually doable in that game.
Huh.
But on the other hand, there's also the fact that those use up consumable resources. And while you have a lot of ways of getting mana back, you also have a lot of ways of spending it on, like, buffs and shit. So...
Villain! What do you want?
You stand in the way of a new age dawning.
Sis, I'm scared. It's all right. I'll protect you. And I'll work, I swear.
Behold, the widening rift in the sky. It's proof definite the world abhors you.
Spare me your ravings.
Not so fast.
Oh, Lady Melia, the hope of our race.
Gael'gar, what is this treachery?
As you can see, I am sweeping away some pebbles. Their research is blasphemy against the commingled blood.
Don't you comprehend the import of what you're interrupting? The very future of our race hinges on their work.
You think this is the future? This reactionary struggle to revive what is long buried? The future of the High Entia is us. We are what the race ought to become. We are the true face of the High Entia.
If not for our ancestors, we would never even have drawn breath.
Ancestors? I recognize them not. You, Lady Melia, are our progenitor. You were our beginning, and you will be our future.
Senseless drivel. If you would interfere with this research for the sake of spouting your nonsense, you do not deserve my mercy!
Melia!
Why won't you understand? Why won't you accept that we are the ones destined to lead?
You will not so easily refute our history!
So be it! I reject you! I will take the mantle and become father of our kin!
I knew his eyes would open!
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights!
It always happens with this type of character.
I am evil.
By the way, I'm totally not evil. Well, you're clearly evil, but I see no reason not to trust you.
Your blood's got what they deserve!
I knew the glowy purple outfit meant you were evil.
You know my mind! Ignorant of things, you know nothing!
Slit edge!
We still have need of you, Kino. Now it's time! Excellent show. Witness my true power.
Right is on my side!
Manifest yourself. Flames of absolution.
Notice how they didn't give me the thingy that lets me change my party around. They don't really do that in this game for some reason.
Huh. Maybe because there's less party members you can switch around? I don't know.
I see I approach my limit. Hey! Wait for Kino! Summon!
You think you know my mind? You know nothing! Right is on my side!
You know what they say, Melia. Or Lady Melia. One who knows nothing can understand.
I thought you were going to go with something different.
Oh, really?
The likes of you will never thwart me!
You know what they say?
The more the merrier. Oh boy, we're gonna have to play that game someday.
I feel the ether. Building within me.
We can definitely do this.
That's another game that's probably never gonna get ported, is it?
Monado. Stay focused. Roaring thunder.
Oh wow, Gael'gar is already dead, and I've been focusing more on his offensive abilities.
Nice going.
Things are going to plan.
Alright, where is he? Oh, he's dead. Oh. Gotcha.
I know I am not wrong. I'm not!
I will spare you. Just be gone from my sight.
I'm sure this will not come back to bite me in the ass later.
No! The lab!
You bastard!
Melia! Miss Melia!
No! Idiots!
The crown is mine now.
Talon!
Vix's help! Better safe than sorry. The pure blood meets its end today.
Not so fast.
Are you okay, Talon?
Telethia, here! Damn!
Get away! Get away!
Miss Melia! She's okay. She's all right.
I'm sorry. I couldn't save the future.
Connected.
Stop doing that.
They say the future so many times in this.
Fall back!
Melia!
Miss Melia!
Kino, you did it! Applause.
Applause.
Where?
We're in Radsom's house. The lab went up in flames, so we carried you here.
The lab. I'm sorry, Talon. I failed you.
Miss Melia?
You damn fool! What possessed you to do that? What happened to safeguarding the future of the High Entia? And bringing our brethren back home? Were those just words to you? You should think long and hard about what the death of a leader would mean for us!
Come on, big sis. That's enough.
Don't defend her. This idiot child.
I had to.
What?
To protect it at all cost. The research.
How can you be so fixated on that?
Our salvation lies therein. I believe it now.
Melia!
And yet, ultimately it was for naught. I caused trouble for everyone. And I couldn't even save the documents. Poor Miss Melly.
That's not true. If you and your friends hadn't come when you did, there might not have been anything left of the research to continue with. And also, here.
What's this?
It's the book you carried out of the fire. Ring any bells?
This tome. We found it in the tomb.
Tomb.
Yeah. The book that started my research. If we have this, me and Tyrea can carry on with our work. Sis, are you with me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We can study the problem until we make some headway.
Miss Melia? Thank you.
Likewise.
Teelan. Tyrea.
You've only just woken up. Come on, we'll let you rest.
Yes. Thank you.
What that for? Use tranquil snooze for sweet dreams. That seemed extremely excessive.
And Holy One!
This might just be what we need to defeat the Fog King.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
Yes. Much better now.
What a relief.
Miss Melly good as new. Kino saved day again. Less braggy, please.
Friends, I'm sorry I worried you. And I abused your hospitality. Please forgive me.
No. You saved this place and we owe you. Big time. This was the least I could do.
I will not stop now. I swear to do what I can for the good of Grandel.
I appreciate it. Just don't go running yourself ragged for us.
I promise. We seem to be missing Tyrea.
Oh, if you're looking for her, she figured the fog beasts might strike again, so she went out on patrol.
The likes of us aren't exactly trained for battle, so really, any help is welcome.
Damn it, I was hoping she'd join our party. She could be the Fiora clone of this game.
You're right. I feel sorry for any beasts that wander into Tyrea's path. By the way, did I hear you mention something about defeating the Fog King?
All thanks to our friend's research.
Is that so?
Quite.
A sterling achievement, Teelan.
Just an accident.
Still, even so, your devotion to your mother may well have saved our future. All right. What do we have to do? How do we defeat the Fog King?
We found ether attacks effective against fog beasts, but not against the Fog King. That's because the ether's concentration was too low.
Concentration?
Concentration? Pipe down when adults talking, dum-dum. But Kino's so bored.
The whole thing got me wondering, why did fog beasts appear when the rift got wider? I think the intensity of the rift's rays exceeded the density of the Telethia's ether field.
None of that makes any sense to me. How is the density connected to the Fog King?
If we could put up an ether field denser than the Telethia's, the Fog King will become vulnerable.
How does one put up an ether field? Secondly, where does one obtain such highly concentrated ether?
For the field, I think this guy will do the job, with a little tinkering.
In that case, it's just a matter of gathering up enough high-purity ether crystals, except...
Except what?
Those kinds of ether crystals are extremely rare. I'm not sure where I'd even start looking. There might be none at all around here.
Oh, cheer up, all of you. It is not a foregone conclusion. And in any scenario, If we cannot defeat the Fog King without them, we will have to keep looking until we find them.
True enough.
Good. Then let us start by asking around.
Hey!
The search for High Ether. To defeat the Fog King, a high-density ether available will be necessary. To obtain the High Ether crystal required, the team will need info from the townspeople. Oh. Damn it, Xenoblade 2. Also, there's a side quest. There's a lot of side quests.
Yikes.
Okay.
Hey, you! Hey, you, please listen. Miss Winnie is feeling sad. And I know exactly why. It's because she lost her wedding ring while escaping from Alchemoth. That's why she's feeling blue. And I, Ardrid, have long thought it imperative, thank you. I know that word. It just was not loaded in my brain hole. Long thought it imperative that I rescue her from her state. What? No, I don't have an ulterior motive, nor is it a crush. Perish the thought. If I had to call it anything, I'd call it... That's it. I'd call it compassion! And therefore, I thought I ought to present her with a new ring, but I know not how to make one. I also cannot move from here, on account of my duty to guard the townsfolk. And thusly I must enlist your services to seek out someone who could make a ring for me. I trust you will assist me.
Sure, we'll make you the Ring of Power, the one ring to rule them all.
Yes! I knew you would understand! Return with a ring and I might just sing! No problem, leave it to me.
I'll craft the Ring of Power! Let's go!
Hey.
Good of you to come by. Mind if I ask for a spot of help? I could really use an assistant right now. Could you go into more detail? You can speak freely. Shulk is a very good listener. After all, he had that one side quest where he had to just sit there and listen to that one woman ramble on and on and on and on and on, and that was the only requirement for the entire quest. And then he got a new skill tree that he can't use in this game.
Good grief.
As you've probably gathered, we use these ancient structures for housing. When we first arrived, they were already deserted, ruined almost beyond all hope of repair. We've been doing our best to keep things tidy, but with the march of time, the rubble starts to pile up. We'd like nothing more than to clear it out, but with our numbers, we can't shift the heavy stuff. That's where you come in. No, I wasn't expecting you to drag it around by yourselves. I was hoping you could get us some hoverstone. It's a mineral with levitational properties. If we could lift the rubble using that, a few pairs of hands would suffice. Like 3 pieces of hoverstone at the Saltner Seal Island, Pillar Knoll, and Sculptural Lance. Scapular lance. Thank you. Hoverstone can commonly be found on those places I said.
Yeah, the places I already told you about.
3 pieces should be enough to make our work swift and easy. No problem, leave it to me. Gather up the side quests.
Helmeline?
Helmeline. You bet it's Helmeline. Oh, can I help you? I'm sorry to bother you. I saw the mechanical parts and figured we might be able to use them to fix the junks. I'm sorry to disappoint, but everything you see here is little more than scrap. Can you tell me what parts you're looking for specifically? We need wiring to link up the generator and the drive system, as well as something to reinforce the hull. Sounds rather complicated. That said, I do have an inkling.
Woomy!
And there's also an Aptoling over there.
Woomy!
You've seen Hyentia airships before, right? Well, there are a few crashed ones in Alchemoth just lying there. And you'd think we could strip them for parts. Just so, although I don't know what state they're in, you'll have to go and work that out for yourselves. Right, I see. I would have investigated them myself, but everyone else warned me off, saying it's too dangerous, so I relented. Still, from what I remember of my preliminary study, I think there should be 3 of the machines left. Understood. Thank you for sharing this information with us. Oh, one moment. I have a request to go along with that. To go with all of that. There are actually some parts I need too. Would you mind terribly finding them for me and bringing them all back together? Of course, that's no problem at all. What kind of parts are you after? I'm so glad to hear you ask. What I need is a palm-sized cog. Understood. We'll keep our eyes out for one of those. I'm counting on you. No problem. Leave it to me. I will do everything I can to help. I will follow your lead. Thanks, Melia. It looks like there's something quest-related up here.
Hello.
Quars.
Are you that?
You're after a ring, are you? I imagine I have it in me to make a ring, no worries, but... Can it really be true that oaf Ardred wants to give it to Lady Winnie? I'm really not a big fan of his hot-headedness. Mind telling me the whole story?
Well, you see,
Well, you see, it was a running ring, but she lost it, and blah, 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 blah. Ah, I see. He saw Lady Winnie feeling down and decided to cheer her up. I'm not really sure about this, but if it's for Lady Winnie's sake, so be it. I'll craft him the ring. Rumor has it that Lady Winnie lost her husband coming to the settlement. She really does seem lonely sometimes. Well, to business. I can't make the ring without the requisite materials, so I need you to gather some
Brightite.
Brightite for me. Brightite!
Brightite!
And remember, don't feed it past midnight.
Midnight.
You should be able to find it in the stony area down the back of the Forbidden Hushland. Good luck! Are you kidding me? There's more quests!
They're really going all in on the available quest now.
Brightite!
So,
Win.
I'd imagine this is like nothing compared to like
The Bane game?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have to imagine it. I witnessed it. Like there's a quest, and 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 there's a quest.
Oh gosh, it's like the pig family on their vacation doing the spot the car game. There's a car, there's a car, there's a car. Rare footage of the jump being useful. Inns. Innies? Oh, whatever. This is so strange. Where could it have gone? Sounds like you have a problem. Mr. Shulk is curious cabbage. Mr. Shulk is curious cabbage too? Nene also very intrigued.
My shell cabbages!
Yeah, let's see if we can find out more. I've been tending to these wheat fields, but for some reason the growth stimulant has mysteriously disappeared. We're struggling enough with the poor harvest as it is. Without that stimulant, I don't know what we'll do. It used to be
Lanar? I don't know.
Lanar who was in charge of managing the stimulant, but he moved away from Grandel now, kind of left us in the lurch here. All of a sudden Mia just appears. We can't just leave you in the lurch here.
Now this I've got to hear.
It's like, oh my gosh, who's that cat girl? Obviously, we need enough food if our community here is going to thrive. It'd be great if you could help us out. If you're thinking of volunteering, I need you to collect high leaves and thick nectar for me. We can then process them into growth stimulant. I've heard that high leaves grow all over the Biona's shoulders, so those shouldn't be an issue. As for thick nectar, you can probably get some from the skeeters around Zen's thoroughfare when the weather's nice.
Give me some high leaves and thick nectar.
I already got two thick nectars. So you'll help? Thanks a bunch. No problem, leave it to me.
Halfway there. Well, for thick nectar.
I already got all the high leaves. So, yeah, halfway there.
Okay.
Living on a prayer. Take my high leaves, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, I can't give this to you yet until I have all the things.
Get all the things.
Grandel approach. It is like a roach.
Hello.
Angela.
As long as you're not Anaconda, it's fine.
I don't really know how to talk to grown-ups. Sorry. It's easier to talking to kids, though a little bit.
Switch it up!
Uh-oh.
Hello? Oh, friend is shy too? Must be shy like Kino. You have same smell as Kino, so as matter of facts. Yeah, I get kind of nervous easily. But it's no fun playing on my own. Then what if Kino found a friend to play with? Really? I'd love that. Leave everything to Kino. Well, search town for bestest possible friend. Make sure everyone happy. Any possible friendings already in mind? Well, there is one person. I saw Celine?
Yep.
Looking out at the capital once. She looked awfully lovely. Also, there's a boy called Nesterior.
Nestinor?
Nestinor.
I love that name.
It's so close to Nestor. Nestinor's funky bowling.
Nestinor, come! We must go on a quest.
There's also a boy called Nestinor. I've only ever talked to him once, but he lives near a lake, I think. Oh, and there's this super cute Napon, Rududu. I always wanted to talk to her. She seems to like ruins and stuff. Wallflower. Slane should be somewhere with the capital. Find her and talk to her. Nestinor should be somewhere around the tranquil tarn. Find and talk to him. Redudu should be somewhere among Grandel's ruins. Find and talk to her. Acceptify. Understandings Kino will have done in time of record. I keep pressing start. I'm having the opposite problem that I have in Xenoblade 2. Why is this happening? Hello, Miles! Hey, could you hear me out? You see, my granddad is a machina. Huh? Huh? Does that mean you're a... No, I'm just a regular Hums. I guess granddad isn't my actual granddad. Sorry, Miles. You're adopted. But he helped me when I got separated from my parents during the war. We've been together ever since. Oh, right. Okay, you must feel a lot like you owe him. You must feel like you owe him a lot. I mean, bleh. Yeah, also 'cause when the Armus turned into Fog Beast and attacked, he shielded me with his body, but his leg got broken. Hey, mister, you know machines and stuff, right? Could you fix my granddad?
Well, Donatello does.
Repairing a machina, huh? Maybe the first aid kit from the Junks would help. Really? That's great. Please do your best. I'll owe you forever. Granddad helped me when I lost my mom and dad and had nowhere to turn. So this time round, I want to be the one to help him. Probably leave it to me. With Mr. Shulk here, we'll be finishing quick snap. Only because you've got my back, Nene. Arara. Meh? Can't find Hero Pond. Can't find...
Grantor?
Guarantee or either...
Whatever.
Either. If Aurora recall, designated guarantor was young bird lady? But stop pressing that. At least this game doesn't have a memory leak, so I don't, if I press the wrong thing, I can back out and go into the right menu very quickly. Meh? You there, bird person? Aurora, remember you. You were... Garanator of Hero Pond. Whatever that is. I don't know what you mean.
None of us do.
No use denying. Aurora not find Hero Pond Ricky anywhere, so we'll have to extract repayment from designated...
Manny uses that word a lot.
Meh? Want to know what that entail? Standard way of repayment is, drum roll, by provision of dessert. Specifically, Aurora's after dessert that bigger than Aurora, sweet, golden, springy, and also tender. I have to find 7 kilo pumpkins, 1 sweet cherry, and then ask Thad and Grandel to prepare the dessert.
Thad.
Accept. Man, very good, very good. Firstly, friends will need bucket load of hello pumpkins. Luckily for friends, they grow everywhere on Biana's shoulder. But more important, need literal cherry on top of dessert. Only sweet cherry from banks of tranquil Tran will do. And finally, skill of chef, also paramount. Aurora, not accept unless dessert made by artisan with alchemoth level of experience. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste.
See, I swear, most of the time Melia sounds like a damn answering machine. Like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean about the answering machine. Anyways, moving on with, like, actual stuff. Ether crystal, eh? Well, it's the first I've heard of it. But now that I think about it, I might actually have a rough idea about where to find one. I hope it's what you're looking for. Blast, you know what? I can't recall. It was a long time ago, so my memory's a little hazy. Sorry, your best bet might be asking a fellow squadsman of mine. He's on the ramparts and bound to know more. Ramparts! Grandel ramparts! Oh. There's Redudu.
Found you.
Me?
Yes, you! Roar! Redudu is fearsome dino beast! Pleased to play or Redudu will eat off face. Question before eating off face. Friend no Angela? Because so happen Angela is looking for a new friend. How about go talk to? Redudu no Angela is Hum Hum girl, not wrong? Redudu enroll Hum Hum in Dino War! Roar, roar, roar! I see. The Napan's thirst for blood starts young.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a dinosaur laser fight.
Well, no, Dino Beast is what they call Telethia. Though, given their ether abilities, Telethia probably can shoot lasers.
Wow.
What I find especially ironic is that there's actual, like, dinosaur monsters roaming their home of the Machna Forest. And yet, they don't call them Dino Beasts.
Yeah.
Come and see.
Celine! Hey, you! Please to go become friend of Angela. So much should be much more fun with more than alone. You want me to be friends with Angela? Yeah, alright. I was getting bored of playing on my own anyway. Tell her I'll come and play. Kino.
I see not a crack. Someone need help?
Ah. That must be what my quest thingy is pointing to. No? Okay. And I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I have not fucking died. What are some of these other things out this way? I wonder. Oh, yawn. I don't want to yawn.
Hello.
Good morrowings. Kino in process of look for new friend for Angela. What friend thing? Know who Angela is? Angela? Yeah, I know her. We only talked once, but I've been waiting to hang out with her. Quest is updated. Now see what is out this way.
What lies beyond?
Ah! Aha!
Sweet cherry.
Sweet cherry, sweet cherry. Sweet cherry, sweet cherry. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Something, I got a good bop. I finally have friends. Everyone says they're gonna play with me. I'm so happy. Thank you, Kino. Thank you so much. Aw, nothing. Was all piece of pollen cake for Kino. Just ask Kino for second helping of help anytime. Just ask Kino for second helping of help anytime.
That's hard to read. Good gosh. Kino!
And especially trying to say it in, like, his inflections. Maybe I will. Here, have this, and let's play together sometime, okay?
Well, this is a Let's Play.
If you didn't make the joke, I would have. And you have another quest.
Of course.
This is the worst. Maybe Grandel just doesn't have any. Oh, it's you. Can I ask you a really big favor? Meh? What is problem? Rumbly Tum Tum? I don't fully grasp the details, but it seems there's more to their story. Meh. Get us together with Miss Melly. I've got Celine and the gang helping me pick flowers for a grave, but we can't find the right kind anywhere. It's the dawn smile I'm looking for. It's a really pretty color, and it actually does look like the sky at dawn. They say it grows in high up places with a lot of sun. I thought Lamination Ridge would be a good bet. But the guards warned me not to go outside the Grandel ramparts because it's too dangerous, so now I'm stumped. It's the only flower that'll do for the grave. Oh, please, could you look for some dawn smiles for me, please? Find 3 dawn smiles in the Lamentation Ridge. Thank you so much, and I'll go ahead and make things look nice around the grave so it's all ready. And I still want to figure out what this thing up here is. What are you? Why you on my map? Why you marked a map as a quest thingy? I just fell off the stairs.
Why are you marked?
Why are you a map marked for mapping? Swirly slash, swirly slash. Maybe if I go... What are you? Why are you? Where are you?
What are you? Who are you? Why are you?
What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Can see it, but I can't reach.
Damn it.
For the Smars. The Smars bars. Okay, I might just have to call this episode quits. I'm probably going to have to investigate that on my own time and figure out how to get there. And then once I know how to do it, I'll have to remember it and come back in the next episode. Alright. Well, see you guys in the next episode where we, check off a bunch of these new side quests that we've just gotten. And then continue with the story, probably.
Probably. See ya.